What's up, guys? I'm sorry it's windy, and hopefully that doesn't mess us up. Here, let's just make sure I didn't smudge up my camera lens here. All right, so a little bit sharper, a little bit cleaner. We're gonna take off the front end and the center stand. So I think that'll be about it for this guy. Other than that, we can get rid of this frame. So I don't know what size this is because I don't have a wrench or a socket. So I usually use a pipe wrench. You can get it in between here, a small pipe wrench, and get it on there. But usually these are that tight, so you just kind of turn it off. And then there's usually a washer underneath. Then we're just gonna set this over here. I don't know what parts these are from. Some of this is from the 500 Shadow. Some of it, that's 500 Shadow. Some of it's from the Super Magna, which is what we have left over there. All right, so now that that's off, you're gonna take the 6mm hex bolt, hex socket, and stick it on this. Loosen that up so it's loose on that shock. And then this one. And then now we have these 3 points. This is the top of the triple tree. And we're gonna grab a mallet and pop this up. Straight up, it's gonna lift off the neck, the steering stem. Get a mallet so we don't bust anything up, because we're gonna resell it. So, ready? Pop it straight up. This doesn't have a good structure since the back end's missing. There we go. I'm gonna wail on this. Just keep hitting it left and right in different areas so that you don't just work one end up and then it's crooked and it gets stuck on its way up. This might be a little, you might not want to hit these little guys because they're only held on by this bolt. Hit it where it's solid underneath. See, it's really moving now. There we are. We're about free. We're through on this side, and voila. It's free on this side completely. I'll whack it off of this side. You can turn it, get a better angle right under here where it's solid. All right, all that just to remove the top triple clamp. Got some wire holders there, but there she is. We'll have to find the other parts if I have them sitting around here, and we can put the handlebar clamps back on. So now we have this guy right here, and I'll show you that in a second. I feel like we might be missing a lock washer because these things should be locked into something, but maybe not. These are usually not that tight. Let's see. Yeah, I can just turn this right off. They usually turn down to a specific torque. You don't want it to be binding up. You don't want to make it too tight that it's squashing your bearings. Here we go. This is going to reveal, should reveal our bearings and grease. So there we go. Lift that off. There is a ball bearing. So here we go. There's grease in there. That's good. Still fine with grease. And all these ball bearings, this is not in a cage, so they're going to be free and loose. Here's a race, which actually looks like it's upside down. Is this just a seal? Let's look at this a second. There goes the ball bearing. Oh, we don't want to lose all these. Okay, no, it's correct. All right. So there's the upper race. And I wonder if I can find that ball bearing that fell. Yeah, we don't want to make a mess. We're going to collect these ball bearings because they're just going to fall out of there. This is now just resting on itself. When I lift this, I can lift the frame right off of here. There's going to be bearings in the bottom, and that's pretty much all you got to do to take off the front end of your bike. These Hondas are all pretty much the same. Like I said, I think we're missing a lock washer up top, but I could be wrong. It's just normally there's a little lock washer in there, and then I don't know, it wasn't there. So anyway, gonna go ahead and collect those bearings so they don't drop them all over the place. All right, so I don't want this to fall into the CB500C. So what we're gonna do is just lift this free over here and send the front end. We could lean it over this way too, and then lift it. There we go. Oh, the engine's falling with us. There you go. Now all I gotta do is lift this free, and now we got, well, we're getting stuck with the clutch cable here. And our front end, let's see, can I just pull this out? Yep, there's our front end. As you can see, the lower race here is still in there. And there's a dust seal, and there's our lower bearings. Lots of grease on that. And our frame is free, and we lost ball bearings in the meantime. There's some still in the frame, but there's our engine. And we're gonna take off the center stand. All right, so to get the center stand off, you got a 14 millimeter bolt on that side, 14 millimeter bolt. Wait, are they the same? I think they're the same. They might not be, but we'll check that in a minute. So this bolt and this bolt, be careful because these are spring loaded. But once this is free, that'll relieve the tension, and this will just slide out this way, and you can unhook it. At this point, we can still lower it. Oh, well, that's free. We can remove it now. Okay. Sometimes you don't think about these things because there's no rear end here to hold it up. Normally there would be a bar here that this rests on, and that wouldn't completely relieve this tension. Well, now it's just that. So I'm gonna actually spray paint it black while it's still installed, and then it'll be ready for sale once I have it dry and take it off. Now it doesn't want to stay. All right, got her black. But it's a good time to see the frame and the problems that we had with the frame. Swiss cheese under here. There is no way this would have been safe to ride, and it was leaning extra far because the frame didn't hold the kickstand in place. So yeah, these are both 14, and they're gonna come out of here, and then the frame has the bolt welded to it, so we're just gonna leave that. But we'll sell this. Oh, we're rusting through here too. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this is not a safe bike to ride any length of distance. So let's go ahead, take a 14 millimeter here. Whoop, you gotta stay on the bolt though. There we go. Bolt's rusty on the inside. And then we'll pull this off. And gotta go get some good pictures. Well, that one's not rusty. Interesting how one side is super rusty. This must have been rust accumulating in there. And then this side, didn't even fall off. Is what? Not steel? Oh, those are our bolts. And then, let's see, where didn't I spray recently? There we go. Center stand is free. Whoop. Okay. We're gonna get good pictures of this using natural lighting. Be careful when you pull this off because there are little sleeves in here. Bearings, bushings, whatever they are. And they could fall out if you're not careful. So, go ahead and get your pictures, and then we'll throw away the frame. Don't forget your spring, and let's see, I have a silver Sharpie in my pocket. I'm gonna label this so I know that this came off the 83 Shadow 500. And then I think we're ready to haul this guy out to the road and give it away to some scrapper for free. There's your inner race on the bottom. upper race. That could come out if you wanted to. It's basically trash now, but I think at this point this whole thing is trash. Nothing else to pull off of it. I don't know what's going on there. Should I save the hose clamp? Of course I'm gonna save the hose clamp. If you guys know me, you know I'll save the hose clamp. I don't know what's going on with it though. What's that thing? Yep, she's rusty wreck and ready to go. Oh, I want to save the, I'll save the hose clamp, and then I'll save the tag here. We'll just knock these little nails out, just knock them into the frame, and then this has some sticky on it, so you probably have to pry it off, but it might, yeah, it's free. It might come off once you start whacking on it. I don't want to break it. I like to keep these kind of things. So yeah, knock these little screws out, and then you can carefully peel it up. There you go. She was hanging on there pretty good. She's still got sticky stuff on the back of her. Sometimes they just fall off. I ripped that one right down the VIN number, but you can still see what it was. Not that we need to know that, because we don't have a title. So there she is. We'll save her with our others so we can look back and see what bikes we tore down. All right, old frame. Let me check the time. 2 o'clock on Friday. I won't be around, but let's see if it can be taken soon. That's pretty much it for today on the 83 Honda Shadow 500. Another one bites the dust, and we freed up another motorcycle spot, and we can move on to another one. Guys, I'll see you on the next one. We got some parts to list, and yeah, let me know if you want to see the engine torn down. We already had that side cover off, and of course we leaked a little bit, but we can put that side cover up for sale with the stator. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Get out and ride, tear down a bike, fix your ride. See you later. Well, I wasn't around to see it go, but it's Monday morning and it's gone. Bye, frame. 83 Shadow is gone.